Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Veteran Pharmacist. I am Ankita Sharma and today I am going to explain the topic known as validation. Okay, so validation is a very much important topic as per the aspects of different pharmaceutical industry. Validation is a documented evidence which provide a high degree of assurance that the product is consistently meets through its predetermined specification. I know as per the students, it is difficult one to understand this definition. Okay, so in the simpler language, I will explain you that what is actually the validation. So validation is you are comparing something with a standard one and you are observing or assuring that the quality should be same. Okay, the quality should remain same as it is in the all batches. That is known as your validation. Okay, if we are talking about the validation, so different validations are generally followed in pharmaceutical industries like cleaning validations, method validations, process validations, instrument validations. Today I am going to specifically cover the topic known as process validations. So process validations are basically divided into four types, that is prospective, retrospective, concurrent and revalidation. Okay, if we are talking about the prospective validation, firstly we have to go through the definition that what is prospective validation actually. Okay, so the prospective validation is carried out during the development stage and it is by means of the risk analysis of the production process, which is broken down into individual stages. These are then evaluated on the basis of past experiences to determine whether they might lead to the critical situations or not. Okay, so in the simpler language, if I will explain you that what is prospective validation. So prospective validation is those validations which should be followed during the development stage. Okay, now the question arises that what is development stage, right? So if we are specifically talking about the validation, so before starting the validations you have to go through some steps. Okay, that steps involve, first one is you have to prepare the validation protocol. Okay, means which kind of parameters you are going to examine, which kind of instruments you are going to use during your validations. Okay, what should be your validation team members. Okay, so generally if we are talking about the validation team members, so validation team members are quality assurance department, QC department, or you can say quality control, and the production department and engineering. If we are specifically done the validations of raw material, okay, so raw material department can also be included in that. So it is just basically as per you, okay, what kind of validation team you are going to refer for this validation. Okay, so process designing means you are designing your protocol as well as you are designing your validation team and you are designing all the things, validation parameters what you are going to be followed. Okay, so prospective validation is done during the development stage. Okay, those validations which is done during the development stage, okay, means it is not before, it is not after, it should be during the development stage and it should evaluate whole the risk for each stage to the particular product on the basis of the pre-planned protocol. Okay, you have already decided your protocol, what you are going to follow, and the process which you are following, you should be divided into different steps. Suppose I'm taking the examination, upon taking the example of the tablet formation. Okay, so tablet formation, you can divide it into grinding, mixing, punching, okay, and coating. So there are different steps which are involved into the tablet manufacturing. So what you have to done, you have to divide whole the steps and then you have to observe whole the steps seriously, that what is actually the parameters we are following in this and what kind of risk we are getting. It means you have to do the risk analysis, that is known as your prospective validations. You are verifying each and every step of your manufacturing process. So that is your prospective validations. The another one is your concurrent validations. Concurrent validations means the day-to-day validations, okay, or batch-to-batch validations. Once your development stage has done, means once you have taken the whole three batches, okay, whole three batches means firstly you are going to taken the first batch, okay, or you are going to do the prospective validations. If your data is passed on your prospective validations, you have to taken the 3 batches, that is known as your pilot scale up batches. Okay, so you have to optimize your process. If during the optimizations you are getting that your process is successful, then you can take in the day-to-day batches or the regular batches. Okay, so on that regular batches you have to verifying that which kind of parameters is actually affecting our batch or quality. Okay, so that is known as your concurrent validations. If we are talking about retrospective, so retrospective validations is totally based on APQR. Okay, if I'm talking about APQR, so APQR is your annual product quality review. You have to prepare one annual report for each and every product and every batch. Okay, it is up to your industry. If you are not preparing it for batch, you have to prepare for different batch of yearly system. Okay, that is known as your annual product quality review, which is included whole the details of that product, means which kind of parameters you have used, which kind of deviations you have faced, which kind of change control you have suggested during that particular process, which kind of risk analysis you have observed, which parameters is actually affected your quality. So there are lots of things which you have to be observed at that particular annual product quality review. So retrospective validations is totally based on the annual product quality review. Means you have to observe that retro is history. Okay, so don't be confused in your examination, students. If I'm telling about retrospective, so retro means old means you have to take and hold the data in considerations and then you have to verify your product. That is known as your retrospective validation. Okay, now the last one is your revalidation. So revalidations is sometime not happened or not followed, because revalidations is having the specific conditions. Suppose if there is changes in any kind of batches, then you can follow the revalidations. If you are having the changes in raw material, you can follow the revalidations. If you are having the problem in packaging material, you can do the revalidation. So there are lots of things through which you can do the revalidations, or the reasons for which you can do the revalidations. Okay, so before the revalidations, you have to give the intimation to QA in the form of change control that we are wanting to do the revalidation and the specific reason of that. The QA person will observe that the revalidations is actually required or not, or the parameters you are going to suggest if you are suggesting any change. Okay, if you are not suggesting, then it okay, it is impacted your quality of product or not. Okay, so that is revalidations. Re means again, you are wanting to do the validation again after completion. That is your revalidations. Okay, so I have explained you about the steps, I have explained about definitions, and I have already explained you about the different types. Okay, so hope you all have understood about the validation. Thank you.